In lessons today, we've been using the littleBits product to make some of the ideas that are in the booklet. We've taken those ideas and we've made one of the products that are in there, and we've taken that and they've looked at it and said the mechanism is exactly the same as the one that's used in one of the must-have toys of last Christmas, the pie flying through the air hitting people in the face one. They've taken that idea and said we're going to use the same mechanism to create next year's must-have Christmas toy, and they've really gone to town with it. They've got some great ideas. We obviously follow the design cycle that's advertised on the website and that comes in the booklet. They design the product, then they play with the product, then they remix it, and then they share it. See if it works, if it doesn't, what they can do. It's really good for problem solving in that way, because they can take it to pieces and make it work however they want to do, and expand it and extend it. The kids like lots of things about using littleBits, but one of the things they like the most is the fact that they can just put it together and run with it. It allows their creativity to run wild, to come up with some fantastic ideas, some really ingenious thoughts and creativity. Just pick the kit up and it just works first time. Compared to other products, littleBits is excellent because the components all fit together really quickly, really well. They fit in such a way that all the components will fit onto any of the other components. It's very straightforward. You haven't got lots of tangly wires going everywhere. You haven't got bits that are broken. You haven't got to find out whether the bits are there. It's incredibly robust. On the littleBits website there is some great lesson plans, some great ideas that you can just pick up and run with, so you can just open the booklets and run with those. I've done that the very first time I picked up the littleBits kit. I just opened the booklet and said, here kids, have a go at this. They worked that brilliantly. Then wanting to develop that and build up on that and sort of structure their learning from there, the littleBits website has been excellent for giving ideas. With the littleBits experience, the thing I've enjoyed most so far has been the fact that it's been so incredibly usable. It's allowed the children to be creative. The children have really enjoyed working with it, and the way in which the children can make prototypes with it before they move on to make other products. It's been incredibly good. There's lots of things on the national curriculum that this fits. It fits in with the science national curriculum, so there's a lot of stuff to do with electricity and the components to do with that. There's a lot to do with the design and technology curriculum, where they're trialling and prototyping and testing the durability and the robustness of products. It fits in with all those sections of art and design can come into it as well as the children progress with it.
Yeah, I particularly like the way you can differentiate with it, because the instructions are very clear. They're in a style that the children will be familiar with other sort of kits. They can literally work their way through at their own level. They can use it pictorially. They can look at the writing on it, and some of the more advanced children can look at the actual symbols on it and make links to some of the national curriculum things they have looked at in normal circuit building and science and things like that. We also like the way that it sort of self-marks, because when you're putting something together that shouldn't go together, it won't let you put it together. It's very tactile, it's very obvious, it's very clear, the colours and the codes and things on them. Makes it very easy for a child that may not be accessing English as a first language, or potentially not a very good reader. It really plays to the sort of more practical child as well as the more academic child. I think littleBits bridges a real gap, certainly with our school curriculum. We are teaching the national curriculum for computing, using lots of iPads and lots of things actually in school. We also here have a very practical curriculum. We do lots of things outside of school, woodwork classes, model railway club, we make model aircraft kits, things like that, very practical based things. I think this is a real bridge between those two, because it's teaching the children about the technology and also about the actual hands-on thing. What I like about it is the fact that it is electrical. It can be connected up with the coding things and to PCs and through apps and control technology, but it's actually a real thing that actually does a real output at the end.